A little birdie told me that you want to disappear and come back in 5 months and be the best version of yourself and show everyone who you are. Let me show you how. Disclaimer, this is not going to be easy. But if you want something in life, you got to work towards it. Number one is fix your physical health. Do basic exercises. I don't want to hear the buts, the what ifs, the I can't, I don't have enough time. Those are just excuses. Set aside 30 minutes a day to be active. Do what you love, just show up for yourself. Walk 7,000 steps a day. Do basic exercises. You do not need weights to do this. Your body weight is enough. Number two, fix your mind. Start reading more books about how to elevate yourself as a person, whether that's through self-help books, creative outlet books, anything that has to do with finances. Start doing that for yourself. Also, get in touch with your creative side. We all have one. Let's do that and start journaling as well. Let's put everything, all our thoughts, all our manifestations into paper. I promise you it is very impactful. 3, fix your metabolic health. Start eating more intuitively. Listen to your body. If it's hungry, eat. If it's not, do not overeat, okay? I know this may be hard for some people because past experiences, but it's really important to understand what you're putting in your body. So listen to it more. And on that note, drink lots of water. It is very important. Your skin needs it. It's for your health. There's no excuse. Number 4, regulate your emotions. Start to meditate, become more mindful, make peace with your past, and honestly, stop taking things personally. 5, develop a skill. Take 60 minutes a day to focus on that skill. Learn it. If you can do that, you can essentially use it to create passive income in the future if that's what you were looking for. If you don't want to use this as a money-making opportunity, not a problem. See it more as you developing and exercising your mind. Now, those are all the steps. Are you ready to transform yourself? I know I am.
Okay, friends, so hear me out, okay? We know that June is going to kick off our summer, okay? May, June. We're currently in December right now. What if you start your new year in December? You start getting focused now, being disciplined now, going to the gym now. What if you took these next 6 months, December to May, these next 6 months to just lock in and focus on you? Go ghost. If social media isn't going to help you bring in more income or elevate you in some area of your life, disappear, take a little break. If you plan on monetizing social media and actually making money from content, then how about you use these next 6 months to be consistent and actually show up online? What if you use these next 6 months to start building your foundation, getting closer to God, taking care of yourself, learning yourself, fully rebranding yourself so you can pop out during the summer? Because let me tell you something, the world is going to be there when you get back. What's most important is you showing up for yourself, you taking care of yourself, you getting yourself to the next level. Because baby, we do not want 2024 to look like our 2023. And don't get me wrong, I had a great 2023, but there's some things that happened in 2023 that I refuse to let happen in 2024. So in order for me not to let those things happen, I'm locking in. I am fully locking in on what needs to be done, what systems I need to put in place to make sure that my 2024 don't look like my 2023 in certain areas. And I want you to do the same thing. So don't worry about what people have to say when you go ghost. Don't worry about what people think when you go ghost. Just go ghost and build yourself. Focus on building your relationship with God. Focus on knowing yourself. Focus on increasing your income, learning new skills. Focus on your health. Start going to the gym. Because one thing about it is time moves pretty fast. And I'm telling you, if you're stuck scrolling on social media, you are not going to realize that you're stuck in a cycle. And before you know it, you're going to look up and it's going to be June and 6 months then pass. And you're going to be like, what have I been doing? So cut out all distractions, friend. Give me 6 months. Give yourself 6 months to fully lock in on yourself. I want you to do everything that you said that you would do. Actually show up for yourself and keep the promises that you make to yourself. And by the time June gets here, I promise you, you're going to be living in a completely different reality because you decided to lock in and focus fully on yourself. I made a video once saying that a lot can happen in 3 months. Imagine what can happen in 6.
If you just put your head down for 6 months to a year, your life will look drastically different, okay? I am proof of that. Proof of concept, it works, right? A year ago, I wasn't taking 2-week trips to Miami in the middle of the week just because I feel like it, or I need a place to creatively, get away to so I can do business, right? So I say that to say that I decided to take trading serious, right? I locked in. I wasn't lukewarm about it. I made a decision that I was gonna figure it out no matter what, no matter how many losses, no matter how much money I lost, no matter how hard it might have got at times. I wasn't gonna stop. I haven't stopped. I'm still going. And look at me. Look at me. Look where I'm at. Look.
So I deleted my Instagram about 6 months ago, and it's been one of my favorite decisions of this year, honestly. Sometimes I feel like our generation doesn't really understand how long we've been on social media. I created my Instagram when I was about 12 years old, and I deleted it when I was 23. That's 11 years on an app. 11 years is crazy. Literally half of my life online. And when you start thinking about it that way, and you start thinking about, what's my relationship with external validation because of social media? Why do I feel a need to post certain things? Why do I need to try and have a certain image or whatever? Like, you could be sad, but you could be posting like happy-go-lucky, not a care in the world. You know what I mean? And I feel like we've all been there. Let's be honest. So after figuring out first, of course, your relationship with external validation, you also have to realize how much social media is a distraction and a waste of time. Like, I really got to learn who I am and what I like once I took a break. Now I had time to finally learn ASL. I took 2 courses, which was like 16 lessons each. I learned Italian. I got really into bell hooks and spirituality, Akashic records, that type of thing. I got to spend more time with my loved ones and really cultivate genuine, authentic relationships, not just, oh, we follow each other on social media, so we must know each other. No. Do you even know my last name? Do you even know where I'm from? Like, let's be real. And again, honestly, like, monitoring spirits, evil eye, all of that stuff is way deeper than you realize, and it does have an effect on you, whether you consciously or unconsciously realize it. So all of that to say is I really encourage you to take a step back and think about your relationship with social media. I encourage you to take a break, touch grass, figure out who you are without having to worry about an audience or posting or having to look a certain way, whatever. Figure out who you are, because at the end of the day, social media will always be there. You can always return back to it whenever you feel ready. So I say this with love. I hope that you get to figure out who you are and what you really like in life.
Quick pause before we finish up the video. The reason this content hits is because it's not just motivational, it's clarity. It's giving you permission to choose yourself. Permission to just stop settling and to become the woman you already feel yourself growing into. And I know transformation can feel overwhelming when you're trying to do it alone. That's why I created tools to help you do this intentionally. Not just emotionally. I need you to do it physically in real life and not just on paper. I've created journals and glow up resources designed to help you rebuild your mindset, your discipline, your confidence, and your self-trust. Not to change who you are, but to return to yourself and elevate, to return to center. I've created journals to help you get through some of the toughest times of your life and of your journey. If this video is speaking to you, just know there's more support waiting for you when you're ready to take that next step. Now let's get back into the video.
Hey friends, quick question. What changes do you think could happen if you disappeared for 6 months? What things in your life do you actually think that you would be able to accomplish if you took 6 months to literally work on yourself? Here are a couple of things that you can work on within that 6-month period to glow up and upgrade your life, because we're diving into our divine power, right? Here's a list of things. Start a consistent workout routine. Listen to some guided meditation or some podcasts that actually motivate you. Eat healthier. Work on detoxing your body at least once a week. Work on setting your goals daily. So we can do some daily goals, some weekly goals, and then some monthly goals. We can practice gratitude, get us a gratitude journal, as well as a planner to plan out our days, to plan out what we're working on. We can reduce some screen time, so letting go of a little bit of TV or a little bit of being on social media for the 6 months, and get in a comfortable space. Like, make sure your house and the things that are surrounding you are comfortable and actually serve you, right? And then we're going to work on some personal things, right? All these things are good, but we also want to feel good within ourselves. So a little bit of things that we can work on too is just finding a new style for yourself, right? Where are you elevating in your life? What do you want to look like? How do you want to be? Find things that make you feel good and actually suit your personality where you are at the moment. And then we're going to distance ourselves from like negative talk, gossip, and things that no longer serve us, as well as people who just may not be adding that value in our life that we need in the moment. And then we're going to work on some more self-care, journaling, taking care of our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. And then once you go through this process, you should probably write these things down, right? As the months continue, write down things that you've accomplished, things that you realize that you weren't doing that you've been able to do since you've taken time for yourself. And then maybe, come back and share your experience with everybody else. It's okay to take time for you, and it's okay to take care of you. Take 6 months off, disappear, and see how drastically your life will change.
One thing I recommend for you to do is take 6 months to a year, disappear, go ghost, like completely off the face of earth. And during that time, you're going to go within yourself, figure out what it is that you want to do with your life. You are the creator of your reality. Your current circumstances is what they are because of you. But you have the power and the authority to change your life. But during those 6 months and throughout that year, you want to cultivate a relationship with just you and God. And you're going to include God in everything. And during the 6 months to a year, you will want to create the dream body that you want. You're going to get laser focused on your vision, your career, what it is that you want out of your life. And so just take the time for yourself. Figure out what it is you want. You don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to be a dental assistant. You don't have to be a teacher. Like, it's so much more to life. I advise you to explore your options. Me personally, I'm currently in a process. I've been doing this for about really almost all of 2025, but I'm still in progress. It is a work in progress. You cannot rush it. Just gotta trust the process. But yeah, take that time for yourself.
Don't underestimate how fast things can change for you. Don't, because people think that success, takes decades, but the truth is, your life can dramatically change in 6 months if you really get disciplined, if you are really serious, honestly. It's crazy. I used to hate my life. I used to be depressed, lost, had no direction. Now I live a crazy, beautiful, abundant life. I travel the world nonstop and make 6 figures a month. And this was all because I decided one day nobody is going to come save me. I need to save myself. I stopped playing small. I stopped overthinking. I stopped waiting for the right moment. There is no right moment, girls. It's just the moment that you finally get tired of your own shit, your own excuses. And I say this with love, okay? You could literally be one decision, one product, one opportunity, one season of discipline from changing your entire life. It's crazy. You could literally be one chapter away if you just start writing it. So let this be a reminder to just bet on yourself a little bit harder, okay? Your breakthrough can literally happen way faster than you could have ever imagined.
And now, 6 months later, filled with brand deals, Garnier just invited.
I absolutely love this video. Every day I tell my mentees how important 6 months is. I too changed my life around in just 6 months by doing content. And all it takes is consistency for those 6 months. All the rules and everything that people make on, oh, do this. Right now, all you need to focus on is posting content consistently. That's the only thing. Literally all the, oh, do this, post at this time, blah, blah. Don't worry about that right now. Just worry about posting, because you're going to stress yourself out that you're going to not post. You will actually get more inspiration when you are posting than when you're not. Your followers will literally tell you, we want more of this, we want that. And they will literally call out your whole social media platform, Matt, that you need to make all your content. They will let you know what they want to see from you. That's it.
6 months ago, I was so broke, so sad, just didn't know what I was doing, and miserable, I would say. And now, 6 months later, filled with brand deals. Garnier just invited me to a concert. On the way there right now. And I'm prospering. I'm gonna wear these. And happy. So this isn't your sign to start content. This isn't your sign to do anything magical. It's your sign to just keep trusting in God, because He's at work in all of our lives. So just wanted to share that with y'all. Catch me at the concert.
You want to experience the most insane level up of your life? Lock yourself away for 6 months. Cut everybody off. If you're married, lock in and be present with your family. If you're not married, disappear. No social media, no going out and kicking it. You are in monk mode. No weed, no alcohol. Clean up your diet. You're going to follow a nutrition plan to a T for the next 6 months. You're going to read a physical book for 30 to 60 minutes every day. You're going to follow a training program. You're going to train hard 3 to 5 times a week. You're going to spend the next 6 months developing and embellishing a skill set. Stay focused and locked in for 6 months, and you will emerge a brand new person. You will have a magnetic aura. You will command your reality. 6 months is nothing in the big picture. Can you commit 6 months to becoming the best version of yourself?
I'm about to teach you how to elevate your life in 3 to 6 months in under 3 minutes. So I'm cleaning my house and I just finished mopping my floors. And as I'm waiting on my floors to dry, I'm like, you know what? Something is on my mind. Let me get on here and motivate them because it's on my mind right now. So I realized that I created a life for myself where I have so much freedom. I have the freedom to do what I want to do, move how I want to move, go wherever I want to go. I don't have a 9 to 5 breathing down my neck, waiting on me to come in. I can raise my children with no limits. I can do as I want to do, and I'm so grateful for my life. But I realized that it took me a couple years to accomplish something that I could have done in 3 to 6 months had I been dedicated, had I been determined, had I been focused, and had I been disciplined. I allowed situations that I went through in my life to put me further into depression. And in that depression, I could have utilized that as a tool to grow myself and elevate myself. And instead, I allowed it to keep me in depression, allowed it to keep me down, and allowed it to prolong the process of me elevating myself. So what took me a couple years to accomplish could have only taken me 3 to 6 months had I really been focused, but I was not at the time. So then I told myself, you know what, it's time to do something differently. Like, we can't keep repeating the same habits. We can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. We can't keep surrounding ourselves with the same people who keep us stuck. Like, we can't keep being in the same environments that we're not growing in. So I'm like, you know what, let's do something differently. So I created a whole entire system for myself. I organized my life. I gave myself structure. I created routines. I set boundaries. Like, I organized my weeks for real. Like, I knew exactly what I would be doing from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep. I had my hours set to a T. And I realized that is so important when you're trying to elevate yourself. It's so important to put yourself on a schedule, or it's so important to actually structure your life. Like, you can't just keep winging it, because that's what keeps you stagnant. And I put together that entire system and I followed through with it, and I created the life for myself that I wanted in just a matter of 3 to 6 months from that time frame. What took me a couple years to do won't take you that long to do. And it's so much more peaceful when you create the life that you want versus living at someone else's expectations, doing what somebody else wants you to do. When you do what you want to do, you're able to wake up and go as you want to go, live how you want to live with no limits. That is the best peace ever. And I'm so happy that I created that life for myself. But I also want to help you guys create that life for yourself. Thousands of women are in my inbox asking me about this and that and life and relationships and how to structure yourself, how to organize yourself. They're asking me so many different questions. I'm not able to respond to everybody one by one. So I'm like, you know what? Let me help them out. So the same system that I use for myself to help myself elevate and get the freedom that I have right now is the same exact system that I have put together for y'all. If you click the link in my bio, get access to the Life Reset System. Take that system and reset your entire life. Come back stronger than ever. Show you up for you If you ain't doing it for nobody else, do it for yourself. Like, at some point, you just gotta be like, you know what? It's time out. I gotta stop. I can't keep repeating the same behavior. Like, I got to make a change. I got to do something differently. And if you want to do something differently, go get the life reset system. Go reset your entire life and come back better than ever. And then when you come back and tell me how you doing, because I want to hear all about it.
If this video helped you in any way, I want you to know this content comes from a very real place. I am so passionate about this because I've been there. And now that I know the sauce, I know the recipe to come out of anything you're going through. Not anything, because I haven't been through everything. But I know the sauce to come out of a lot of stuff that goes on in your 20s. I can tell you that much. And a lot of stuff women go through in general. I don't make these videos just to speak on it. I make them because I genuinely care about women choosing themselves and healing from traumas and hurt and betrayal and becoming who they're meant to be. I know what it feels like to be in a season where you're trying to figure yourself out quietly. You don't want to cause too much attention. You don't want an uproar. I know what it feels like to outgrow people and to rebuild your confidence. I'm literally still rebuilding my confidence as I make these videos. To want more for your life but not always know where to start, I know how that feels. That's why this space exists. I get information from you all as well in the comments. That's why I pour into this content, and that's why I've created tools to support you beyond the screen, so you're not doing this alone. If this resonated with you, stay connected. There's more coming, and you're exactly where you're supposed to be. This is Pretty Girl Rich Era, evolving into womanhood, where we heal, level up, and become the best version of ourselves. I'll see you in the next one.